Getting ready to step in between Adiasa and Tyler Nelson, and Tyler wins another opening tip for the mids. Tony Crisp and the great Dwayne Gladden running alongside Martin Spencer here this afternoon as we're underway on a Sunday afternoon in Annapolis. Mids go immediately into Deaver against Adiasa. Deaver trying to go up and under. Adiasa staying down. Got to throw it back out, and that's 3 seconds, no doubt. With that 3-second violation, let's pause. Lehigh with its first offensive possession. Whitney Sidney gives it up left side for Taylor. They'll reverse it right side for Higgins. Whitney Sidney cutting to the foul line area. Back to Higgins. Cross-court pass for Knosman. Around the Adiasa screen. Tries to drive it in the lane. Drops it back. Whitney Sidney, left side three. Off the rim, no good. Defensive rebound, Sean Yoder.
That was a good defensive possession for Navy, Pete. I mean, a good job getting a hand up and making that three-pointer a difficult one.
Yoder bounces in for Deaver. Deaver backs off Adiasa with an elbow or a shoulder to the chest. Got him off balance, and Deaver lays it in. 2-0 Navy, 60 seconds gone by.
That's going to be a great matchup because Adiasa has that size, and Deaver has all the moves inside in the pivot.
Adiasa, the native of Cameroon, at 240 pounds, enlisted at 6'11". Deaver giving away a couple of inches there. Taylor throws it into the post. Knosman at the foul line. Lobs for Adiasa. Back to Knosman, puts it on the floor, down the lane, ball knocked away. Adiasa recovers with 4 on the shot clock. 3 lob left side off the back iron, no good by Higgins. And again, it's Yoder with a defensive rebound. Cross-court pass, Tyler Nelson. Nelson trying to get down the lane, stops at the foul line, dribbles his way in. Looking to post up Knosman, turnaround is good with the right hand.
And that's a mismatch. If Tyler Nelson's going to have Knosman on, he's got to take him right down in there and use his athleticism to score over.
4-0 Navy at 18-10. And Mike, I like to see Nelson going inside that 2-point area. All 4 of his field goals made the other night were threes up at Colgate.
Well, it also helps getting to the free throw line, too, if you get it in the paint.
Here's a 3, top of the key by Taylor, and he knocks it down right on cue. The senior out of Illinois puts it home, and his team gets its first bucket, 4-3 Navy at 17:50.
Yeah, part of that triumphant of players we talked about in the pregame, Pete, and Taylor's such a good shooter.
Nelson puts it on the floor around the Deaver screen. He'll pull up from 17. Got it.
We talked about what Tyler Nelson needs to do, Pete, in the pregame, right? He's got to be assertive, maybe a little bit selfish, and he's off to a fast start.
6-3 Navy with 17:32 to go in the first half. Taylor, right side for Higgins, back to Taylor. Mids playing zone, or at least backing off the guys up top. Jones comes to pressure on the wing. They move it. Right side 3, wide open across the rim, no good from Higgins. And Bonini has the defensive rebound. The diminutive point guard pushes left to right, throws down the middle, looking for Deaver on the move. Probably has to be able to. That was an issue in the second half the other night up at Colgate. They'd only turned it over 4 times in the first half and led after Sean Yoder made a 3 to start the second half, 45-37. But could not withstand a great effort from Colgate in the second half. Knosman going right at Nelson. Drops it back off. They'll move it right side for Whitney Sidney. Into the lane. Puts it up. Reverse layup. Beautiful move by Tyler Whitney Sidney as he takes Bonini off the dribble. 6-5 Navy by a point. 16:50 to go in first half.
What a heck of a finish there, too, Pete. I mean, that wasn't bad defense by Bonini.
Deaver called for an illegal screen, and that's probably with the mids' inexperience at the backup center with Nate Allison being out again, Mike, due to an ankle sprain. Deaver's the guy that can least amount get into foul trouble today for Navy.
And now we got to see if Deaver learned from the last game against Colgate. He's got to foul now. He's got to play smart here the next 6 or 7 minutes.
Knosman picks up his dribble. Christian Jones did a good job to deny Higgins, who had to go up near midcourt to get the ball. Whitney Sidney inside, looking for Parolin. Higgins hustles it down. Left side, Taylor 3 is on the way, and that's good. Evan Taylor drops a second 3-pointer, and Lehigh takes an 8-6 lead.
Yeah, it's an Evan Taylor show, Pete, and he's coming out scoring the basketball today, picking up where he left off in his last game.
Yoder right of the key for the mids, up top for Deaver. Deaver looking to take Parolin off the dribble. They reach in to help out, throws it back to Bonini. Austin stops at the foul line, finds Yoder left side. Bounces it in for Deaver against Parolin. Deaver underneath, trying to go up and under. Throws it back out to Yoder. Baseline 3 on the way. Swish.
That's a heck of a shot. Deep corner, Pete, contested. That's a big-time shot from Sean Yoder.
Rhythm shot, though, Mike. 9-8. Caught it, shot it, all in rhythm, and the mids regain the lead. Nice assist from Deaver, who didn't force things in the post. High post, they go to Knosman. Looks to get down the lane. Nice move around Yoder, but he left it short. Didn't get it up over the rim. Yoder coming the other way. Tried to hit a cutting Jones, and 2 Lehigh players waiting for it. Whitney Sidney coming the other way. Drops it off Knosman. Wanted to go back to Taylor, and Taylor telling him to reset things. They'll bring Whitney Sidney to the wing against Bonini. Inside Parolin. Parolin trying to post up on Deaver. And that's an illegal screen on Parolin. Struck the shoulder out there on Bonini. Room with the Lehigh training staff right now. Starting center. Dorsey up top for Sean Yoder for the mids. Christian Jones on the left wing. Yoder comes back to the right for Deaver, just outside the elbow. Flips it to a cutting Austin Inge. Takes over for Bonini at point guard. Bounce pass back behind him to Christian Jones. 22 feet away. Left side Yoder. Top of the key, Deaver. Back to Yoder. Right side Dorsey. He's open for a three. It's on the way. It's off the front rim. No good. Rebound underneath. Taken away by Parolin. Left side Higgins. Lobs right side for Knosman. He'll put it on the floor. Looking to get down the lane. Yoder knocks it away. Excellent defense to deny Parolin cutting to the basket on the defensive switch. Dorsey up top, Inge, right side Yoder. Sean fakes, drives down the lane, bumps into Whitney Sidney and goes right to the basket and lays it in.
Yeah, Sean Yoder showing why he's such a strong guard, Pete. We always talk about how well built Sean Yoder is, and he showed it there.
Saw Tyler Whitney Sidney try and draw a foul there. You got Tony Crisp and Dwayne Gladden, two very experienced officials working this game. And that's the beauty of playing on a Sunday afternoon in the Patriot League. You guarantee getting better guys. Knosman down into the post against Parolin, who averaged 29 a game out of British Columbia in high school. And Knosman drops the three right down the center of the cup.
Made Deaver have to chase all the way out to the three-point line, and a great three-point shot.
If you're going to switch, you got to close out effectively. 11-11, our score. Jones down the lane. Takes Knosman off the dribble. Misses the shot, gets his own rebound. Looks to step back out with a fresh 20. Inge will reset the Navy offense. Bring it left side for Dorsey. Up top for Deaver. Daniel fires a three, top of the key, across the cup, no, and the rebound to Tyler Whitney Sidney. Whitney Sidney drops it off to Evan Taylor. Three in transition. Hello, he's 3 for 3 from long range, and Lehigh leads 14-11 at 13-28.
Well, he's getting into a rhythm, Pete. He's feeling it. Reminds us of that game last Sunday with Holy Cross coming out hitting threes like this.
Last time in here, Lehigh knocked off Navy with a big run. End of the first half, carrying over to the second. One last year here, and there's a foul on Whitney Sidney trying to deny Austin Inge. As is Jalen Sinclair. Mac McDonald comes in for the mids. Sharpshooter from the outside. Dorsey to Yoder. Wanted Dorsey off a curl, finds Deaver instead. Dribble handoff to Mac. Stops at the foul line, bounces in for Deaver. Deaver against Parolin to his right hand, off the glass for two.
If they're not going to double team Pete, that's all day. Whether Deaver catches on the left block or the right block, the mids play through him constantly.
Stops a 6-0 run by Lehigh. Scoreboard has 15-14. Stats has 14-13 Lehigh. We'll double check on that. Whitney Sidney driving into the lane. Stops, goes back to his right hand, misses off the heel of the rim, and Dorsey has the defensive rebound. Drops it off for Inge. Right side, Dorsey. Three off the top of the rim, no good. Rebound McDonald. Mack back up, swatted away by Evan Taylor defensively. Saved on the far side by Sinclair, but caught by Inge. Austin down the lane, scoop shot, no! But he'll go to the line for two. Lehigh, our score here on the graphic is correct, and they have now finally switched into the building. Free throw by Austin Inge on the way, and it's good. Adiasa back out in 6 contests for the Mountain Hawks. Averaging 3.6. Inge's free throw, front rim miss, no good. 1 of 2 for him in the trip. We're tied at 14. Sinclair to the front court. Guarded by Inge and the Navy man-to-man. Left elbow, Fenton. Holds. Looks for Tan right side. Tan trying to go inside to Taylor. They post up. Whitney Sidney, great cut to the goal. Score it, and he draws the foul. Mac McDonald.
I mean, he's on fire with all 3 of his buckets coming from three-point range, and Lehigh's got a lot of rhythm right now in their offense, and Navy's trying to change defenses, play some zone, play some man, try to get them off their rhythm a little bit more.
One thing you like about Whitney Sidney, you know, as a 90% free throw shooter in your career, he goes to the line and knocks him down. You foul him, he's 87%.
That's a huge weapon, especially when you're getting in late in the game, under 5 minutes, to be able to knock down free throws is big.
6'11 freshman Aiden Kehoe into the ball game for the mids at center. Dorsey down the lane. The runner is no good. Rebound, Kehoe right on cue, goes back up, lays it in.
You know, one of the interesting parts about Nate Allison being out of the game is Kehoe's going to get some valuable minutes. Great experience, and, you know, you can't teach that size.
No doubt. Good offensive rebound bucket for the big fella. 17-16 Lehigh by 1. Navy playing zone. Sinclair looks to attack Inge. High post Taylor going to work in there around Dorsey. Scoop shot high off the window for two.
Well, he showed you can make a three, and then he shows you how his middle game is and gets into the lane for a bucket.
Keogh looking to reverse up top. Doesn't have anything. Gives it back to Inge. Inge, 19 on the shot clock. Probes left elbow. Finds McDonald in the corner. Sinclair with a good closeout. Mack tries to take him off the dribble. Sinclair, and he steps out of bounds. No, he carried.
Yeah, but look at how great Sinclair.
McDonald for the mids, a 52% shooter from long range, 19 of 36 on the year. And Sinclair got down to the defensive stance and made him put it on the floor and created the turnover. 5th of the game for Navy. Taylor into the lane against Dorsey. Puts it up with the left hand. Another bank shot with the left hand, and he puts it home.
Well, at some point they need to force him to go right, Pete. That's twice in the zone. He caught it at the free throw line and goes left.
21-16. Taylor has 13 of their 21. 5 for 5 from the field. Dorsey up top for Keogh. Reverses right side with a two-hand pass to Inge around the Keogh screen. Up top, Dorsey with 10 on the shot clock. Right side, Inge. Keogh brings another screen to him. Inge trying to get down the lane. Drives. Tough shot off the glass. No good. Good defense by Betlow.
It's great team defense right now by Lehigh, Pete.
Taylor back up top for Sinclair. Fakes right, drives left. Looking to take McDonald off the dribble and does. Finds a wide open Tan. And he's fouled going up. Junior out of Redondo Beach, California. Talked about this the other night, Mike. The free throw is good. You obviously being from upstate is able to get kids from all over the country because of the quality of the academics at all of their institutions.
Yeah, no doubt, Pete. And you throw into the mix some of the scholarships, right? And you throw into the mix, too, some success the Patriot League has had.
Yeah.
You think about C.J. McCollum and Mike Muscala and Salty Aldama recently. It's, you got guys that are playing in the league, so you're a lot more recognition about where these guys play.
6-0 run for Lehigh over the last minute and a half. They lead 23-16 with 9:50 to go in the first half. Yoder on the right wing, guarded by Betlow up top. We're going to get a holding foul on Tan, blocking the cut. Baseline out of bounds play, spot throw in for the mids with Inge. Coming out right side for Yoder. Sean open for a three. Splash.
Great shooting from Sean Yoder early. That's the second three, Pete. He's got his feet set right into his shot.
2 rebounds and an assist to go with 8 points for Yoder, and it's a 23-19 Lehigh advantage. Sinclair holding and redirecting the offense, telling players to cut through. Betlow looking for Alamudin in the post. Guarded by Dorsey. Forces him out to the three-point arc. Now he's going to try and back his way in. Trying to dislodge the defender. Scoop shot with a right hand. No. Tip followed by Tan is good.
And you got to block out on the backside if you're Daniel Deaver there and the coaching staff not happy there. They did a good job defensively. Can't give up the offensive rebound putback.
Deaver up top. Dribble handoff for Yoder. Sets a screen. Yoder fires another three, and it's good. Something about that Lehigh uniform that inspires Yoder. Not far from there. Had a huge crowd, of course, first time we went up to Lehigh.
He had that great game as a freshman off the bench.
19. Betlow off the curl. Drops it back. Alamudin, left side three. Slash. Right in Patrick Dorsey's grill. 28-22 Lehigh with 8:30 to go. First half.
These shots are just in rhythm. They continue to just be on fire here so far.
Tyler Nelson trying to answer too strong, and the rebound taken down by Sinclair. 8:18 to go in the half. Lehigh by 6. Sinclair down the lane. Nice dish to Tan as the defense collapsed on him. And it's a 30-22 Lehigh advantage. Biggest lead of the game for the road team.
Sinclair's given this team an exceptional lift off the bench, both ends of the floor, Pete.
Right side, Dorsey. That's no good. Rebound inside. Nelson fouls Evan Taylor. Left him open, Mike, and he's made them pay with that sweet left-handed stroke.
And he's made shots early, Pete, which creates a rhythm for him offensively. So now you don't know what he's going to do because he scored on 2 mid-range shots. He's got his rhythm right now.
Whitney Sidney back to Alamudin, hit a 3 moments ago. Wants Whitney Sidney. Bounces it for him. Goes back toward midcourt, 10 on the shot clock. Nelson trying to strap up against him here. Gets wiped out on the screen. Sinclair, Benini trying to guard him. Sinclair trying to take him to the rack. Finds Tan inside. Shot blocked by Yoder. Yoder got the block. Here comes Benini the other way. Left to right for the mids. Left side, Christian Jones. Into the corner, Yoder. Bounces in for Deaver against Tan. Deave to the right-hand jump hook. Too strong. Rebound, Whitney Sidney.
And that's what you got to do against Daniel Deaver, Pete. Get him away from the basket a little bit. Tan did a good job holding his ground, making that shot tougher.
A little bit thicker guy than Deaver as well. Like Woodward and Records were the other night for Colgate. Tan, left-hand jump hook is good.
How about that finish? Over the right shoulder with the left hand. Tan giving great lift off the bench with 6 points. Now 8.
Nelson goes right into Deaver, gets behind Tan, fumbles it, goes back up with the left hand, gets the bounce, and he draws the foul. Chest from Brett Reed after some education there on the sideline. Deaver trying to complete the three-point play and does. 32-25 our score. Deaver now with 6. Make it 7 as he makes the free throw. Higgins. Alamudu now to Sinclair. Around the Adiasa screen. Oh, that's a traveling violation. Wanted to throw the pass, and as he looked
about the ending the half on the right note, both these teams looking to try to Lehigh continue the momentum, and Navy try to get this thing back to around an even game before the break.
Just the third turnover by Lehigh here in the first half. Here's Yoder out on the wing, guarded by Taylor, who checks back in. Yoder bouncing for Deaver against Adiasa. D forcing it up, trying to get the roll, no, and the rebound comes down to Taylor.
That size makes a difference against Deaver for sure.
Well, the good thing is, though, Mike, Adiasa's not leaving the ground. He's keeping his feet on the ground, and that's the first key to playing post defense.
Well, Deave's got all those fakes, so you got to make sure you don't go for any of them.
Whitney Sidney to the top of the key. It's a good job by the Lehigh coaching staff in preparation. Whitney Sidney left of the key with 10 on the shot clock. Goes away from the screen, skips it back for Higgins. Higgins down the lane, over Jones. No, Tyler Nelson, the defensive rebound.
Making that tough contested, too. That's better defense for the midshipmen.
Here's Nelson to the foul line. Jumper on the way. Off back iron, no. Had it off his hand on the rebound, but Whitney City coming the other way, 2-on-3. Down the lane, bowls over Yoder, and that's an offensive foul. The big thing, Mike, is to get turned around fast enough to where you're squared up and you're nowhere near that broken circle underneath.
That's not easy to do when you got a guy barreling down on you that fast.
Yep, no doubt. Yoder on the left wing. Tries to drive inside, takes it to the rack, scoop shot, no. Mitch Fisher had a chance for the offensive rebound, but off his hand. Navy, one of its last 7 from the field now with 5:05 to go in the first half, and Lehigh leading by 7, 32-25. Taylor fakes, holds, hands. Knosman back to him. Taylor trying to put his hand down. Yoder with good defense, knocks it away. Here comes Tyler Nelson the other way. Nelson to the short corner, skips it far side. Jones back up top. Bonini, extra pass. Yoder, 3-ball on the way. Yes, excellent ball movement. Bonini the assist, but man, you had a couple of hockey assists on that one, Mike. The ball moved. That's the best in the half court. Secondary break 3 for the Mids, down 4.
Yeah, ball didn't stick, Pete. Excellent job of making the extra pass, and with that 3, Mids change up here now, a little zone defense as well.
Taylor at the high post, turn around over Nelson, across the cup, no. Yoder flies in for the rebound, and it's going to be a foul. Wow, it's going to be a foul on Adiasa, I believe, underneath. He's essentially trying to block out Fisher underneath at the same time. Front end of the 1-and-1, across the rim, rolls in. First calls, I also believe, for referees as well. Second one, no good. Rebound to Taylor.
Mids shot such great free throws against Boston University, 21 for 23 from the line in their Patriot League opener, and have struggled since.
72% still on the season. Knosman down the lane, around the Adiasa screen, blocked by Fisher. Loose ball underneath. Mitch is out of bounds. Great grades. She's taking AP courses in 9th grade.
And she's fully recovered from any injuries, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
That's
ready
great.
to go. Adiasa inside, trying to bang his way in against Fisher. It's going to be a foul on Fisher inside, or is it a reach in from the front, scraping down? Yeah.
And not just foul a guy.
5th team foul against Navy. Lob in for Adiasa. Again, going back into post. Nelson scrapes. Back up top, Knosman. Trying to take Nelson off the dribble. Good job by Tyler to keep him in front. Knosman will reset now with 10 on the shot clock. Down the lane. Shot wild, no good. Jones, the defensive rebound. Christian to the front court. Looking for help, doesn't have anything, finds Yoder. Inside quickly, Fisher, and he is going to be fouled inside. Going to be on Betlow for the first half at 1 point trailing by 10 on a 7-0 run now here.
They sure have, Pete, and that's what you expect out of your seniors, though. It's great to see Sean Yoder, though, get more scoring in this game. He's kind of hung around that 10-point per game mark most of the season.
Fisher misses the front end of the 1-and-1 for the Mids. Lehigh the other way. Fisher, first career free throw attempt now as a sophomore for the Mids. Sinclair around Bonini. Runner from 14, no. Gets his own rebound. One-hand tap, no good. Tyler Nelson has the defensive board. Sinclair and Yoder come together in the backcourt. Sean is open. Keeps it moving. Jones. Right side three on the way. Yes, sir. Tie game, 32. Jones' first field goal. And the Annapolis High School product is in the book, tied at 32.
Well, if he can get his feet set, Christian Jones can knock it down from out there. Nice extra pass from Sean Yoder.
And there's a near turnover. Good job by Fenton. He looked to get it underneath the Adiasa. Spot throw in on the baseline in the front court. Adiasa steps out up top for Sinclair. Shot clock at 13. Right side, Taylor off the screen. That shot is short. Bonini has the rebound for Navy. Mid sprinting the other way, 4-on-2. Bonini, oh! He missed the shot, though. Ankle breaking move, but he missed the shot.
Yeah, fell down and
he was trying to get on the Patriot League highlight film. Here's Higgins the other way with an answer for three. Right down the middle.
Went under the screen, Pete, and didn't close out with a hand up, and he can knock that shot down.
First bucket of the game for Higgins. He's got three. Bonini right side for Fisher. To the corner, Yoder. Sean rising again. Too strong. Rebound Nelson on the defensive side. And Mids is a team 3 of 6 at the line. Now 3 of 7 as that one pops in and out. So the Mids leaving some opportunities there. Now 3 of 7 in the ball game at the line. Lehigh a perfect 3 of 3.
And those things can haunt you, Pete. Later in the game, you look back at the stat sheet. Those missed free throws can be huge.
Higgins to the foul line, knocked away by Nelson. Comes back to Higgins, 17-footer. Too strong. Rebound defensively. Sean Yoder coming out of there. 3-on-3 the other way. 4-on-3 as Nelson joins. Deaver in the post against Sinclair. Finds Jones. Fakes left, goes right. Jones to the rack. No, but it's a blocking foul. Sinclair arrived late and was ball to the basket. Jones to the stripe for the Mids. 35-32 Lehigh, and the free throw is a swish. 5 to go in the half. Lehigh by 2, 35-33. Jones' second one is good. Austin Inge will come back and replace Austin Bonini. Mids will apply some full court pressure. Higgins to throw it in. Knosman back to Higgins underneath the basket, and he'll bring it up for the Mountain Hawks here. 1:40 to go in the half. 35-34 Lehigh. Higgins, they're only making the last 9 shots, and that was a 3 that has them in the lead by a point. Knosman to the left side for Higgins. Good catch on the pass that was high. Back up top here. Knosman keeps it moving for Taylor. Alamudun outside the three-point arc. Pass to Higgins. Shot clock at 5. Jones out there to check him man-to-man. And that's an Adiasa moving screen.
And that was a nice job by Navy's defense, Pete, of full court pressure, get that shot clock to go down a little bit, and then Lehigh's getting into their offense with very little time left on the shot clock in the possession. It makes it difficult on you.
Talk about it all the time. Good pressure creates panic offense.
Yes.
You know, we see it all the time. Teams that do it well anyway. Sometimes your press gets beaten, carved up. Here's Nelson. Bounce pass for Deaver. Nice pass. Little pocket pass from Tyler Nelson. Deaver puts Navy back on top, 36-35. He has 9.
Yeah, it's a great pass. Great catch, too. Got a little bit of traffic there for Daniel, and he made a nice play.
Knosman up top. Inge gets wiped out on the screen. Knosman kicks it out. Higgins, wide open 3 right wing. Bang. Stops a 14-3 Navy run over the last 5:40. Higgins has their last 6.
Well, when you don't control the ball, Pete, it gives you a lot of options as a player offensively. Nice job kicking the ball out.
Deaver will fire a 3. That's good.
He will occasionally shoot that and make it from distance.
He's now 5 of 13 on the season.
That could be good and bad, though, because now he thinks he's a three-point shooter.
Oh, remember, he shot one earlier already. He's 1 of 2 in the game. He's not a pure three-point shooter like you. 1 second difference, shot clock to game clock. Knosman up top here against Inge, Navy's best on-ball defender. Shot clock at 8. Left side for Taylor. Goes right by Deaver. Yoder comes to help. Contests the shot. No. Nelson coming out of there. Lehigh wanted a foul. Nelson with 2. He'll fire a 3. Front rim miss. No. That'll do it.
Seating.
Mike Jones trying to pick up his first win. The former Colgate assistant now taking over for longtime head man Fran O'Hanlon at Lafayette. Underway second half. Lehigh with the ball. Knosman looking to move left to right here for the Mountain Hawks. In the road brown with the white and gold trim. Left side, Higgins, guarded by Christian Jones in the Navy man-to-man. Taylor against Yoder. That's a primetime matchup. They combine for 28 points apiece in the first half. Taylor, turn around. Yes, sir. Right there, left of the lane. Evan Taylor, now 6 of 9 from the field, and he's got 15 points. Lehigh gets the first bucket of the second half, and they lead 40-39.
When he gets to that left hand, Pete, he's pretty much unguardable today so far. He's just done an excellent job of finding that.
Deaver, not able to get anything done against Adiasa. Mids, center it. Now right side to Bonini, up top Christian Jones. Pump fakes, he'll drive into the lane, back to Nelson. Right side Bonini, Austin fakes a man off his feet, fires the jumper. It's short. Deaver the offensive rebound. Fresh 20 for Navy. Christian Jones calling for it. Deaver gives it to him, and he'll reset it for the midshipman. Jones on the left side for Nelson, back up top to Jones. Right side Bonini. Bonini, top of the key now. Deaver puts it on the floor, trying to go by Adiasa with a left hand. No good. Good defense by the big fella. Nelson, the offensive rebound, puts it up inside. He got it, and he's fouled on the play. Say there's work here. Tyler Nelson now 6 in the game, trying to add more, and he does. Now 1 of 2 at the line. He's got 7 points and 5 rebounds for the Mids, and they go up back on top 42-40 with 18:46 to go here in the second half from Annapolis. Good Sunday afternoon crowd here at Alumni Hall. Appreciate your support of Navy Athletics. Lafayette here on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Coming out and support the Mids. Here's Knosman going left side at the left elbow. Turns around. Whitney Sidney's open. Now drives down the lane. Stolen away by Bonini. Austin coming the other way. We know he's trying to go up with this. Left-hand scoop. No. And the rebound comes down to Whitney Sidney.
I'm not sure that was the best decision on that fast break.
Shot by Higgins left wing, and it's good for 3. That's what that turns into.
No doubt. And, you know, a lot of guys at the rim there for Austin and Bonini to go over. Better off pulling that thing out.
Nelson back to Bonini right side. 43-42 the Lehigh advantage. Inside for Deaver against Adiasa. Deaver trying to go baseline. Comes out the other side. His patented move, and he puts it home.
That was tremendous. It's such a quick move. He sets it up so well, too, by thinking you're going to the right shoulder, and he comes back to the left shoulder.
I actually like the way Adiasa defended him, too.
Yeah.
Pulled the chair out from underneath of him twice, but then was able to get that space he needed to go to the baseline. Deaver with 14. 15 on the shot clock, and Bonini's going to be called for the hand check against Whitney Sidney on the wing. As this league continues, Mike, if the veteran doesn't get even more minutes now as he starts to build himself back up.
Well, he has that size, and he's a great on-ball defender.
Right there, look at that.
As you right on cue for us.
Yeah, great defense game for Holy Cross today. We saw Braden Smith the other night. You know, you got to have a great on-ball defender at the point guard spot. Inge is one of those. 44-43 Navy, 2.5 minutes gone by second half. Knosman right of the wing picks up the dribble. Behind the screen, finds Taylor. Left-handed shot, no good. Rebound, volleyballed in the air. It's going to be a assistant coach Willie Jenkins giving him some instruction on the far side. And 44-43, the Navy advantage. JT Tan comes in for him as Adiasa's picked up his third. Tan picked up 2 fouls in the first half. Deaver to Yoder, curling, right elbow, stops. Left side, Inge, looking for Deaver in the post against Tan. Deaver, back to Inge. Austin to the short corner, knocked away from behind by Whitney Sidney. Higgins has the recovery. It's a good play by Whitney Sidney as Inge thought he'd beaten him to the short corner. Taylor, jump stop into the lane, got it. Beautiful move. Evan Taylor, give him 17.
Always to the left hand, Pete. I haven't seen him gone right and pull up with the left shot. Always to the left.
Nelson trying to go left. Back to Deaver. Pump fakes on Tan. Bounces it to the short corner. Inge goes underneath the basket. Bounces it up top. Yoder. Pump fakes Taylor in the air. Sean down the lane. Scored! And he draws the foul. Of the second half already. Sean Yoder putting Navy up 46-45. Free throw on the way across the rim, and it finally rolls through. He's got 18 points, too short of his career high that he had against Princeton this year of 20. Minute and a half to go. Lafayette leading Bucknell 71-65, and Holy Cross leading 62-55. Under 10 seconds to go in Worcester. They'll improve to 3-1 in league play. Tan at the left elbow. Navy by 2. Right side. Jumper on the way. Alamudoon trying to hit his second 3 of the game. That one is short. Yoder comes the other way for Navy. Cross-court pass for Austin Inge. Austin looking to take Knosman off the dribble. Gets into the lane area. Back to Christian Jones up top. Deaver. Deaver fakes on the 3. Gives it to Inge. Sets the screen for him. Austin down the lane. Left-hand scoop. No, but he draws the foul. Love is on the day. 7 of 11 at the stripe. Free throw. In and out. No good. But a decent free throw shooter. Second one, that's good. He and Bonini both are excellent free throw shooters, so down the stretch of games, you know, they're going to make them. Knosman in the backcourt. Alamudoon across the timeline. 48-45, the Navy advantage. Navy led 4-0 to start the game. That was their biggest lead. Lehigh led by as many as 10 in the first half. Higgins drives left, and Inge is going to be called for a foul. Game as a head coach. 4 more games, he'll be the 22nd active coach with 800 games coached in college basketball.
Tremendous longevity from a coach that has seen a lot. We enjoy getting to talk to him about a lot of different things in college basketball and the landscape of the game.
East Tennessee State and Penn State to the tournament, trying to get the mids there. Tan inside for Lehigh, looking to go to work on Deaver in the post. Left-hand jump hook is excellent. JT Tan now has 10 points in the ball game on 4 of 5 shooting. 2 rebounds and an assist in just 7 minutes. 48-47, Navy by a point. Deaver right side for Inge. Austin to the top of the key, bounces inside for Deaver. Deaver looking to back his way in, gets free, left hand, left it short. Got the move he wanted, but he left it short. Whitney Sidney coming the other way. Quickly right side, Higgins. Yoder closes out so he can't shoot the 3. Alamudin on the left wing now. Whitney Sidney will try and size up Inge. Whitney Sidney in the lane. Jump stop. Right hand float, no good. Yoder had the rebound, but Tan missed the shot. Oh, JT Tan's going to want that one back for Lehigh. Inge coming the other way to the trailing Yoder. Right side, Nelson. Back to Yoder. Sean against Tan. Looking for Deaver in the box. Bad pass. Nelson's going to run it down right side. Yoder up top. Fakes. Goes by the end star. Down the lane. Left hand layup is good.
No one's going to come out at you. Just keep going to the rim. Nice recognition there by Sean Yoder.
Nobody for Lehigh interested in stopping the ball here in the second half. The mids are living at the 10. 50-47, Navy by 3. Down the lane. Whitney Sidney. Scoop shot, no, but he's fouled on the play. 23 in the Thursday night win over Bucknell. The free throw, yes. Whitney Sidney with one more. Free throw on the way, swish. 87% shooter, great form, doesn't miss many, and it's a 50-49 game. Lehigh has not missed at the line today. They're a perfect 5 for 5. Navy has missed 5 free throws. Here's Inge trying to get by Whitney Sidney, and that'll be a blocking foul, and that'll be his 3rd. He's the first player, or no, Adias and Tan both have 3 fouls, so 3 guys for Lehigh have 3. Inge finds Yoder wide open underneath for the left hand lay-in, and a new career high for Sean Yoder with 22.
Lost sight of the inbounds play there, and those things really bother a coaching staff. You work on those things before a game all the time, out-of-bounds plays.
Evan Taylor on the right elbow, guarded by Nelson. Mid's getting a lot of easy baskets here in this second half. Sinclair probing into the lane, gets Deaver off his feet. Underneath, Parolin missed it short, and they're going to call McDonald for a foul. Going to let it go, and
That's
when
right.
he missed it, he kind of, okay, we'll call it. Parolin's free throw is good. Just recently worked out for the Bengals. Not that they need any quarterback help. Parolin's second one. Front rim miss, no. Sean Yoder with the rebound. Sean's 5th of the ball game. Nelson, right side for McDonald. Fakes it to him. Goes underneath for Deaver against Parolin. Loses control of the dribble. Finally gets it underway. Now gets it back to Nelson. Tyler probing in the lane. Pump fakes, tries to go up between 2 defenders. Bounces in for Deaver in short space. 10 on the shot clock. Deaver inside. Left hand hook. Good.
Such great moves in the pivot, Pete. I mean, Deaver has all the shots down there.
16 for Daniel Deaver. 54-50 the Navy advantage. Navy tying its biggest lead of the game. Sinclair left wing over Inge for 3. That's across the rim. No. Tyler Nelson with the rebound. 7th of the day for Tyler. Lobs underneath. Yoder, bad pass. Parolin with the intercept. Sinclair, nice ball movement to Fenton. Nelson with the block.
How about that recovery from Tyler?
Inge with 23 on the shot clock around the Deaver screen. Rolls out of it. Austin bounces it to him. Right side Yoder. And he gets hit by Sinclair.
The rest of this game, Pete, we're going to find a lot about the free throw shooting in this club. They've missed 5, like we said, so far today, but they're going to be shooting them the rest of the way on the next foul.
Inge, top of the key. Drives right side on Betlow, back to Fisher. Mitchell fires straight on 3. That's off back iron, no good. Taylor volleyballs the rebound to himself. That's essentially something Mitch can do. He does it in practice, but now finds himself 0 for 5 in the last 2 games. Getting some extended playing time. Parolin inside against Fisher. Parolin trying to get Fisher off his feet. Fisher stays down. Back out to Sinclair. 8 on the shot clock. Sinclair down the lane over Inge to a cutting Parolin. Scored. And he draws the foul. Yoder will be called for on the year, averages 6.4 per ball game, and he has 3 today. Right-handed toss, in and out, no good. Yoder with a defensive rebound. Front court, Austin Inge against Betlow. Now to Mac McDonald. Two-hand pass left side for Yoder. Nelson waits. Up top for Fisher. Fisher finds McDonald behind the screen. Deep three. He got it! And he's fouled on the play.
Did a good job of just falling down enough there on that contact to allow the call to be made.
Free throw on the way. Splash. He's good at the line, too. 6 of 6 on the season. 20 of his 22 made field goals this year are three-pointers. When he's on the scouting report, you know what it's for. He is firing away from long range. Sinclair coming right side, cut off by Fisher. Beautiful bounce pass to Parolin for a left-hand finish.
That was through his legs. What a sweet dish from Sinclair.
Parolin now with 5. Sinclair with his 4th assist of the ball game off the bench. Make it 5. They finally updated the computer. Here's Yoder coming underneath the basket, finding Nelson up top. Tyler down the lane, around Parolin. They're going to call an offensive foul. Wow. It was not by any means chest-to-chest contact.
He was stationary, as you'll see here, outside of the circle, but not chest-to-chest.
No, I mean, that's not legal guarding position. I mean, he's going to the left of the defender. That's a tough call by the youngster Martin Spencer there. He's talking to Tony Crisp about, Parolin could be stationary, but he didn't have legal guarding position. You'll see that on the NCAA video probably as an example later this week. Those are great videos to help you understand officiating at the college level. Go to YouTube and look them up. Sinclair with a push-off on Inge. Floater. Oh, it's on cup, but it bounces out for Lehigh. 58-54 our score. 10:50 to go second half. Inge will pull up. Unguarded from 18. Swish from Austin Inge.
They went under the screen and made Austin Inge have to shoot it, and that's a shot he's going to have to continue to get better at and make over the course of the league play.
Oh, Sinclair wiped this man out on a screen. He doesn't get the roll. But again, Sing 6, but has positive assist-to-turnover ratio coming in off the bench. The free throw on the way is good.
Well, that's his first point of the game, but it's...
He'll have one more. He's now 5 of 6 at the line on the year. Lehigh as a team, 71%. Navy as a team, 72% at the line. And Sinclair knocks it down. Jalen Sinclair, the junior out of Manhattan. Left side Yoder, up top for Deaver. 60-56, the Navy advantage. McDonald goes right. Kicks it to Dorsey on the wing, back to Deaver. Fakes to Patrick on the handoff. Deave will back his way in now against Parolin. Kicks it out to Yoder. Sean down the lane, bounces for Deave. Blocked by Parolin. Fenton coming the other way. Picks up the dribble, right side, Taylor, wide open for 3. Yes, sir. He's going to knock that down every time. Evan Taylor, a 45% three-point shooter. His first 3 of the second half. He's 4 of 6 on the day. 20 points for the Mountain Hawks in a 60-59. Navy advantage by 1. And a Deaver move to the baseline. He's fouled by Parolin. Free throw on the way. That's short. You could tell it was going to be short. And it rolls off to the right, no good. Navy's 6th miss at the line today. Now 9 of 15 for a team that shoots 72%. Deaver at 67 is now 1 of 2 on the day. Taylor guarded by Yoder. Lehigh looking for the lead with 9.5 to go. Fenton on the right wing trying to get inside against Dorsey. Goes to the baseline. Reverse layup. Beautifully done by Reed Fenton. Averages 5.4 coming off the bench. His first bucket of the game.
You got to control the ball, Pete, right? You're not guarding the basketball well enough. You're giving up those driving plays.
Deaver looking to back in against Parolin. Goes to the baseline, slips down, and that's going to be a foul on Parolin. He's got blood running down that left arm. Gets the free throw. I think Dwayne, they're hoping that he makes the second one.
No doubt.
And he does. Well, they're not going to stop it. He's got blood running. Look, now he's trying to wipe it off on his shorts underneath. Happened a couple times in a high school game yesterday at Broadneck. We had to slow the game down a little bit to get the shot clock correct. Every now and then, the Daktronics doesn't cooperate when you want it to. That's going to be an illegal screen on Sinclair. We just talked to Tony Crisp about that at halftime, Mike. That's the 3rd one today. But again, the screener The guard and the screener are not syncing up on that play correctly. That's what we talked about that with Tony here at halftime. And we see this every game. Like, this is every game. Watch any college game in the country. It's every game. Fisher comes in to replace Deaver as they address the blood on his left arm. Obviously, that's a player control foul on the illegal screen. No free throws involved. 10th team foul against Lehigh. Navy shoots 2 the rest of the way. Christian Jones on the left wing now to Dorsey. Looking for Fisher against Tan. He'll bring it back to the perimeter for Jones. Up top, Dorsey reverses right side. Inge right of the key with 15. Fisher brings the screen. Inge back to Mitch. Gives it back to Inge. Behind the screen. Drives right. Austin to the rack. Switch to the left hand, and he laid it in.
That's a great finish by Austin Inge. Just finding that little crease in there on the drive to be able to get to the rim.
6 for Austin now to go with 5 assists on the day. Fenton. Here's Higgins. They back off of him. His 3 is off to the left, no good. Mid's got fortunate there. Higgins banged a couple of those in the first half. They backed off of him. 64-61, Navy by 3. Inge back to Fisher. Mitch puts it on the floor against Tan. Left-hand roller is good.
When you haven't hit any threes, put it on the deck and go to the rim.
His first points this year in 6 games. And a big bucket off the bench, 66-61, the Navy advantage. Here's a steal. Dorsey coming the other way. He'll lay it in. And a timeout called by.
Much better job from the mids defensively.
The mids wearing these uniforms in the 80s and 90s. Bring back memories for you? You want to go put a 24 on and take some shots?
Sure thing, always.
Whitney Sidney back into the game after sitting out with some fouls. Takes it right at Deaver, knocks it down. Nice job by Tyler Whitney Sidney. Right back in the game. He's got 9, 68-63. The Navy lead trimmed to 5.
And now Lehigh's got to get some stops because Navy's done a great job of getting in the lane and either scoring or getting to the free throw line.
Deaver out in the short corner. Pump faking, spinning, trying to get inside. Takes it right to the left hand against Adiasa, and he puts it in. Daniel Deaver now with 20 for the midshipman.
Well, he creates that space, Pete, so it makes it so hard for the defender to try to block the shot. It's not like he's getting a lot of lift on the shot, but it's great positioning and a good job with his left hand.
Mike, we talk about it, though. His ability to finish with his offhand is fantastic. That's a new season high for him. He scored 25 back in 2020 against Lehigh up in Bethlehem. Work on your offhand, kids.
No doubt.
70-63, the Navy advantage. Fenton down the lane. Deaver comes to contest, and he gets the roll over the front rim.
What a shot. What a finish.
70-65, the Navy lead is 5. Trailed by 10 in the first half. Mids have hit their last 4. Lehigh's made 4 of its last 5. Deaver, again, against Adiasa inside. Tries to go to the baseline on him. Inside, fakes. Oh, up and under again. Left hand missed it. Got his own rebound. Adiasa blocked it. Rebound, Nelson inside. Knocked away by Higgins. Deaver tries to contest. Knosman comes away with it. Good hustle both sides there.
And Adiasa's quick jump, Pete, was the difference there.
Yes, it's that reload on that second jump.
Yep.
That's exactly right. Here's Higgins. And a foul. The shot no good. From the rafters alongside another number 21 of Courtney Davidson and the 32 of Becky Dowling. Higgins at the line, and he hits the first free throw. Second one all the way. Perfect. Higgins, an 88% shooter. He's only missed 3 on the season all year coming in. 70-67. The Navy lead is 3. Nelson takes the flip from Deaver, drives it to the bucket, kicks it out to Benini, keeps it moving. Jones now Yoder. High post Deaver. Left side Nelson. Tyler open for a 3. Across the cup, no. It was on line, but just went across the cup and came out.
Yeah, it didn't look like his feet were set very well on that shot.
Taylor's feet are set. Shot is short. One of the few misses for him today.
He had a nice rest, so he's ready to go here for winning time.
Benini down the lane, kicks it out to Jones, knocked away by Whitney Sidney. No, they're going to say it went off of Christian Jones' hands last.
Some trouble handling the basketball.
And certainly defensively. Let's see what Lehigh does here. Let's see if Sinclair looks to take him in the post. Adiasa looking to set a screen for him up top. Sinclair hounded by Benini. Right elbow, Adiasa. 17 on the shot clock for Lehigh. 70-67. Navy by 3. Higgins looking for the tie. Across the cup, no. Bonini with the defensive rebound. Quick outlet to Tyler Nelson up the right side. Back to Bonini. Right now, time and score important for the Mids and quality of shot. Nelson, high post Deaver, fakes the handoff. Pump fakes on Adiasa, picks up the dribble. Back to Nelson, stolen away by Evan Taylor. Taylor will go down and stuff it home.
No angle on that kick-out pass from Deaver. It was too difficult of an angle for him to kick it out to Tyler Nelson, and all of a sudden we got ourselves a basketball game.
70-69. Navy by a point. Yoder left to the key to Nelson. Up top for Deaver. Adiasa plays off. He'll shoot the three. He hit it!
He's a three-point shooter now. Watch out. Second one today.
6 of 15 now on the year for Deave. 2 of 3 on the day. Sinclair looking to take Bonini into the post as we suspected. Shot short. Deaver with the rebound. Outlet right side for Yoder. 73-69. It's gone final in Bethlehem. The Lehigh women win today by a count of 74-42. Up top, Daniel Deaver for the Mids. Now Yoder. Down the lane. Bounces for Deaver. Goes inside. High off the glass. No. Good defense by Adiasa without fouling there for the Mountain Hawks. 3:22 to go. Taylor to the front court. Picked up by Bonini on the switch, but he picked up his dribble. Whitney Sidney trailed by Nelson. Looking to get into the lane. Puts it up. Block. Nelson got it. Adiasa, though, the offensive rebound off the ground. No good, and it's going to be off of Deaver, Bucknell, and American.
Yeah, it's the strangest scheduling quirk.
12 on the shot clock with Higgins out here on the right wing now for Lehigh, and a foul on Yoder. And that'll be a 1-and-1 coming up for Keith Higgins. 3-point game with 5 minutes to go. Lafayette won it overtime over Bucknell, and Higgins, rare miss for Keith, just his 4th of the season.
It's a bit of a Christmas gift, if you will, here in early New Year.
No doubt. Yoder, he'll rise for a 3. That's way off the mark. Probably not the score and time to shoot that ball. Way too quick in the shot clock. Sinclair bounces it for Whitney Sidney. He fires the high arcing rainbow 3, no good. Whitney Sidney, though, hustles to beat everybody to the rebound.
Got to get that defensive rebound through the mids.
Evan Taylor, left side line drive is good.
And that's what happens. You don't get the rebound and get the extra possession, and Taylor, it's been great all night tonight for Lehigh.
Jones left of the wing now to Tyler Nelson. 73-71, the Navy advantage. 2:19 to go, 18 on the shot clock. Deaver pump fakes on the 3, picks up his dribble, looks for Nelson in the post against Higgins. Tyler looking to back his way in. Right hand jump hook. Higgins may have gotten a piece of that. Here comes Taylor the other way. Trying to get around Inge, who's back in. Picks up his dribble left side for Higgins. Higgins to the top of the key, guarded by Nelson. 16 on the shot clock, 1:52 to go. Higgins into the lane, 14-footer, swish.
Well, Petey gets that in rhythm, too. Great pick and roll action, and then just at the foul line, just a nice rhythm shot. Navy's going to call timeout.
Sideline out of bounds play, spot throw in for Christian Jones. 25 seconds on the shot clock for Navy. They'll throw it in the backcourt to Inge. Inge to the front court. To Yoder on the left wing, up top for Nelson, guarded by Taylor. Inge on the right wing with 16. Two-hand pass up top for Jones. Christian left side for Yoder with 12. Minute 25 to go, tied at 73. Inge from midcourt with 7. Behind the Deaver screen, now challenges to the lane. Blocked by Adiasa.
I mean, they've been playing through Deaver all game, and he's been getting scoring inside. I think you got to let him touch it and work in the post.
Sinclair, left side, Taylor gets Nelson off the ground. Inge almost able to knock that away. Less than a minute to go now. Tied at 73, and Brett Reed called. Guy 2 for Navy with 57.9, and the arrow favors the mids. Sideline out of bounds play. Whitney Sidney finds Taylor on the right wing. Right into the lane. Over Deaver, the fall away. Yes! It hit the front rim. It hit the backboard. It hopped, and then it rolled in. 75-73. Lehigh by 2.
You got to know here where you're going with the basketball. Just don't let it go down to the 10-second mark.
19 on the shot clock. Deaver outside the right elbow. Fakes. Faces up. Bounces inside for Nelson. Nelson against Whitney Sidney. The help defense comes. He lost the ball. Got it back with 10. Inge. Back to Nelson. Tyler with 7, and now Navy. Sideline out of bounds play, spot throw in, means you can't move. They get it to Inge with 6. Austin with 5, finds Nelson. Tyler going to the rim, lost it. Inge gets the ball. They went for Nelson underneath. It's Jones. He'll rise for a baseline 3. Hit the side of the backboard. That's a shot clock violation. Adiastu, Midge tried to deny him. They throw it back to Higgins. Higgins bringing it up, and finally Yoder reaches out to grab him.
In the Patriot League.
Higgins at the line. First of 2. Swish. Who are going to be the shot makers for this team in those situations? Higgins, splash.
And in that period, Pete, they did not throw the ball in the post to Deaver once. He did not get a catch inside like that, like the first 30-some minutes of the game. That's the part that I don't understand. Just keep playing through him.
Yeah, his touches came up at the top of the key, where he's usually used to reverse the basketball. Mid's got to go now. Inge to Jones on the wing. Down to 15 seconds. Christian, the runner, off the glass. Too strong. Knocked out of bounds by 0.6 to go. 2-possession game. Inge looking for help. Finds Deaver. Deave to Yoder. Sean, left side 3. No, it was on target. Bounces off. Higgins the rebound. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots with 6 point.
2 consecutive home losses, Pete, to start Patriot League play, which is tough. These are like double loss in some sense, right? Because you got to go back.
And it's in 2 seconds.
Yeah, no doubt.
Free throw on the way. Got it. 1 of 2 for Higgins. McDonald comes in. Jones will go out. 6.3 to go and a 5-point Lehigh advantage. Mids do have a timeout if they get a quick score. Inge with 5, with 4. Austin going to take it right to the rack. He throws it away. Higgins has it, and the ball game is over. Lehigh comes from a